I'm over at a place that I had talked to a gentleman about. He's got a lot of raccoon and possum and bobcat, coyote. So I'm going to see what I can get done here. Right now I'm just kind of looking at it. And I just saw my first set of cat tracks. Gosh, the amount of rabbit sign in here is crazy. So I'll be setting up snares and footholds, and I'm going to put a few bucket sets out, primarily to get rid of, hopefully the coon and possum are pretty susceptible to the bucket sets, and that'll stop, hopefully it'll stop them from getting in the bobcat sets that I'm going to put out. So I'm going to continue looking around. You can kind of see the habitat is great. This is exactly the type of terrain that bobcats specifically, I mean there's coyotes here too, but bobcats specifically like this really thick areas, especially if there's any type of creek beds or anything like that down there. So, and there is. So I'm just gonna take a brief walk around and we'll go from there. Following these trails, these deer trails. Anywhere I see a natural funnel with coyote tracks, I go ahead and set a snare. And you can kind of see this spot right here. You just I don't know how you would get a better location. So I'm just gonna get my support wire up here. I'm using a 3/32 snare. If it was just bobcats, I would use probably a 1/16, but I haven't really noticed a major difference as far as them being shy of the snare. So thick in here, but you can kind of see there's get this. I do prefer to have them set a little bit higher. There we go. Go ahead and get that set. And I do anchor them. Now that's actually kind of low for a coyote, because normally I like them about anywhere from 8 to 10 inches, but bobcat aren't quite that tall. So, and then what I do is I'll go ahead and put in an earth anchor over here. Da-da-da. It's gonna start getting cold, so the ground's gonna freeze. The nice thing about a snare is the fact that it will work under most conditions. Plus they're fairly inexpensive, and I just recycle them when I catch something. I keep all the spare parts, and because I do set quite a few snares in areas, sometimes it's easy to forget where they're at, so I go ahead and mark them on a GPS. So we'll go ahead and keep heading down. This tree is perfect, but it's dead. I'll go ahead and use my stake driver and put one in that's solid enough to support the support wire for the snare. It's kind of nice because the ground is still soft, but like I said, you can use your driver to create a support using natural, vegetation. Coyotes, again, coyote tracks definitely coming down through here. They're going actually under this little, there we go. You can hardly see that wire. I mean, it blends in so well. Doo-doo. There we go. Let's get this bad boy up around. Okay. Get my snare. Put that stick back up where it was at. Okay. Okay. Get my support spring. And again, I would like it quite a bit higher, but it's nice. There we go. And then I'll go ahead, like I have been, I'll stake it with a earth anchor and then keep going. See how many I can get set out today. Definitely setting on sign. I don't know if you can see it. There's a very clear coyote track. And they actually came off of the deer trail and kind of went up this way on another trail. So I will set this one up. It's nice because I got this big tree here, so I can use excuse me, number 9 wire is what I'm going to use as my support wire. And again, I'm just going to wrap it around the tree. And get it where I need it. be. Come on, buddy. That's quite frankly how simple it is. You can kind of see I've got the height about where I want it to be, the loop. So I'll go ahead and get it anchored in, and we'll go from there. Keep going. Coming down this trail, and I'm gonna go ahead and put another snare in. This one, because I have a really solid tree, I'm actually gonna wire it right to the tree. And I'll also use that as my support wire. Get that back over here. There we go. There we go. Come on here, buddy. So, should not be a problem at all. Come on here. Get it up closer. Get that off. There we go. Get this a little bit tighter. Gotta be careful, because if your wire's pointing too far down, it'll automatically, when it gets windy or what have you, it will kind of create an issue. I want it just a hair higher is all. Now this is going to be just like any other twig or obstruction that they're going to find, so, or that they're going to run into. That one took, I don't know, probably a couple minutes to set is all. So I'll continue working down, find another spot. They typically will use the same trails over and over. That's why it's awesome when you find cat tracks and coyote. I've got some wax dirt with me. And I'm gonna make a cat set up against these trees. And I think it'll go pretty good. We'll see. One thing about cats is they like everything flashy. And when I say that, I mean when you're calling them, they like it loud and high-pitched. So that's how we'll treat them. One thing I do is I put a swivel on my CDs. I think it makes a difference. They really, really spin, so. Like to. Come on here. Yeah. Okay. Nice deep hole. I like using number 3s, double long spring, because the bottom spring, I suppose, can always, and the base can freeze down. Of course, I'm going to use wax dirt, but I haven't really seen one freeze down because there's 2 pieces to the spring. So come on here. There we go. Get everything tight. See what we got here. The old Victors. Well, I kind of. Yeah, I gotta get. And for cats, I don't think you need to be right up. I don't like being up against the hole anyway, but I just want to get a spot. Oh, I forgot my driver. Got to go back and grab it. I just put some wax dirt down. So I'll put my trap pan on, trap pan cover, and we'll take her from there. There. Alrighty. Go ahead and get that mound spread out a little bit. Have the bush push a little. What I'll do is just put that right there, and that will not hurt anything. Little cat collector. Go in the hole. The hole's nice and deep. And let's see what we got here. A little Powder River catcall. Get a little smorgasbord going, and a little cat gland lure. And have a coyote in the morning, I think. That's okay, though. If all we caught was what we were after, it probably wouldn't be as exciting. It's kind of like Christmas or a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Well, you do a little bit, but... Okay, I'm going to go set another one over here. In the corner.